Hello, Too Tall here, coming in, ducking on the search bar to bring you another video! Fault, Milestone 2. Now, I wasn't planning on doing any recordings till tomorrow. But, Master J, friend of mine, we were talking and we talked about Fault, and, he did something that, made me go onto a probably going to be a binge recording because it's just, it's hard to explain. But, if I remember correctly, right off the bat, yeah, right here, we were, Ritona, I just need to calm down. Ritona got knocked out because of, is it because of mana shock? No, because she's back in the, I'm not sure, I guess exhaustion? Well, I'm not sure, but we know she lost consciousness, and a mystery guy, who I hate right now, came up to quote-unquote help her and let Soul go off with all the money. And Rune and Selfina are, obviously from this picture, going to talk to a guard. So, yeah. Let's get started. I forgot to start my, timer. On par with music as always, Fault. Okay, Rune. I see. It's already been 3 days. Maybe she just up. Oh, it's already been 3 days. Maybe she just up and left. People having fights and splitting up is pretty common here. I bet she found herself a man. No, wait. That can't be. We're bosom buddies? You never know what people are really thinking. That is true, you do never know, but man, it is good to be back. I've come across countless chicks like you already. Are there any records of people who've left the city? Huh? Why would we bother recording all that? Just how many people do you think come in and out of here? Poor Rune. It's been 3 days since Ritona. So nervous. I really hope she's okay. Calm down, Too Tall. I can't be calm. I can be calm. It's been 3 days since Ritona disappeared. That leaves Sally and me. We're completely baffled by what happened. I really hope she's okay. Ever since we realized she went missing, Celia and I have been combing Cersei for her. The townspeople seem completely indifferent, though. No matter how desperate we look, no one seems to care. Wait! I'll call for help! So Sally said, as she went back to the room to contemplate. Perhaps the fatigue from all the running around and asking on the first days got into her. What's she doing? Sally was sitting perfectly still, like a doll. She hadn't even budged an inch. At first, I thought she was just running over the events that led up to this point, but it's already been 48 hours. Without eating or drinking, she was just meditating. I doubt anything will come up, but if something does happen, let me know right away. Ritona. I wonder what happened between her and Soul. Self-Spain? Sally? The food and water I left for her on the table haven't been touched at all. Oh, we're talking from Rune's perspective. What do I do? This is definitely going to be bad for her if this keeps up. As I was about to put away the food. She's here. Huh? No. Not that. But... Sally? Eyes closed. She keeps mumbling to herself. That's... Don't just... No, stop! Stop! What's going on? That's exactly what I said! What is going on? Sally's body is glowing! Could this be? What could it be? Are you okay? She screamed. Goodness. No power, no knowledge, no experience, absolutely nothing on her own. Always going on saying, don't come out, don't come out. But when it comes down to it, this is what happens. Pathetic. Just when will this girl understand? This personality. Does that mean Emperor Syndrome? When she said she'd call for help, she meant Reagan? Oh, you guys are so fucked! You guys are gonna get fucked by the Princess of Rosenheide. Who is this? Who knows? Maybe this is no one after all. What should I call you? Sally? Or Princess? How should I be addressed? However you like. We have more pressing matters. Ravenstadt's whereabouts. Yes, ma'am. Ah, yes. Zvite. How long has it been since I began meditating? You don't know? Well, of course I don't. If I did, I wouldn't be asking you, would I? Let me see. It's been about 48 hours since you stopped going around with me. What? It took 2 full days? That's not good, then. The longer someone's been missing, the lower the chances they will be found. Yet this girl took her sweet time with her meditation. Oh, Delphine. This person isn't Sally. No shit, this isn't Delphine. With some kind of mix of Reagan and Sally. A completely different person altogether. Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo! She's conscious to that as well. Wait, is she conscious to that as well? I wonder. Am I recording? Please tell me I'm recording. Good, I'm recording because ooh-hoo-hoo! We need to get a move on. It looks like you've been going around while I was out. Well, any useful information? I don't really think this counts as useful, but quite a lot of people in the shopping district witnessed a chase between people who are likely sold in Ratona. Not exactly clear-cut report we need. Was Soul really up to no good? Oh, that was her. Was Soul really up to no good? That kid is of no significance. Right now, we need to focus on Ravenstadt. Does she need rescuing, or just a good scolding? We need to prepare for either scenario. Scolding? Only natural for a runaway, yes? Off with her head, I say. Are you serious? There's only two ways to be relieved of one. Oh, there's only 2 ways to be relieved of one's post as a guardian. Either by dismissal or by death. Desertion is not an option. No, I didn't mean that. I was asking if you really thought Ratona ran away. Who knows? Judging by her normal behavior, that wouldn't be unthinkable. But the human heart can change. I wouldn't be surprised. Whatever happens. Wow, so that's a change in character. Humans are unpredictable. That's why the rules must be absolute. We'll search for Ratona and deal with her as I see fit. Zvite, seeing as you've pledged your loyalty to me as well, I'll have you assist me. Yes. Now, Zvite, were you able to gather any information on the kid while you were out asking? Yes. But it doesn't seem like he does anything with the townsfolk except for being a guide. All I've learned Glenn was that he hasn't been around for the past few days. There's an 80-90% chance that this soul has a family. Eh? Someone weaker. A little brother or sister, perhaps. Otherwise, some kind of dependent. In any case, there's definitely someone holding him back. Restraining him. How do you know all that? If he really does have no other relatives, he would have already done far worse a long time ago. That's just prejudice. That doesn't prove anything. Just because he doesn't have a family doesn't mean he'd stay away from being a good person. Be far stranger had he grown up a proper human being. Institution from experience. But apart from that, he doesn't have the smell of a solitude about him. Wait, what? Wait, huh? He doesn't have the smell of solitude about him. He still hasn't lost everything yet. Eh? Had it been an adult with common sense, it would be a different case. But why would a child, desperate to survive, choose a way of life that requires him to act so civilly around the others? It means there must be something he's still clinging on to. There must be a reason for it to retain civility, even if it's just a facade. You and I are going to look for that reason. Come. Just how rough a world would you have to live in for such ideas to come naturally? A very rough world, Rune. Wow, the music has gotten very interesting. What's that sediment for? Isn't it obvious? Ravenstad left this with me to use for craft. Can you use Manacraft in your condition, Reagan? My head hurts. Eh? Are you okay? I'll need some water. Something light to eat as well. Should I go get some water? So weak, I swear. Eh? This body, I mean. Kids these days seem to like starving themselves to slim down. Is this some kind of like a fashion trend? Oh, funny. Is that so? There's barely any muscle here. Almost pitiful. How can you govern a country like this? Getting a headache and such just after skipping a few meals? Shameful. Of course you feel you haven't had anything to eat for 2 days. And you'd die for sure if you didn't drink enough water. This is a port town, yes? Port town. I've craved some octopus. Before anything else, a meal comes first. Oh boy. Can we please see Ratona? Seafood stew again? What, aren't you going to eat? Just so you know, we still have a lot of hard work ahead of us. Asking around is hard work? We may have to fight, depending on how we go about this. And I wouldn't be able to fend for myself with this frail little body. A fight? The main threat in this city is the guards' guns. Of course, reliance on firearm means there isn't much development of use Manacraft for combat. I'd rest much easier if our battlecraft specialists were here. Unfortunately, Ravenstad is not. So I'm expecting great things from you, Zavite. Eh? Me? I've already heard from Ravenstad. Something about you being able to catch bullets in midair. Eh? No. I was only if the condition was just right. I'm counting on you. Don't disappoint me. Please don't expect anything. What does Reagan intend to do? I wonder. Instead, let's try and avoid any situations where we have to fight. I'd like to avoid any needless conflict, of course. We're doing quite a bit of skulking around from here on. But we might as well prepare for that small possibility. I see. Oh no, what do I do? I hope she doesn't ask me to do anything crazy. Oh, by the way, Reagan, will we search for Soul, right? Will we be asking around again? Indeed. About that, I've actually been asking around since a few days ago, but no one would tell me anything. There isn't a soul here that knows about Soul? Preposterous. No, they do, but no one seems to care about him. No matter how much I ask, everyone answers we're also vague. Ah, that's right. How about that pharmacist? He seems to know him on a personal basis. He was actually the first one I approached, but I'm not sure if the information is worth much. What did he say? Soul visits him once a month to buy medicine. But he just visited yesterday, so his next visit will be sometime next month. That certainly doesn't add up. Think about it. Remember the amount we paid him as a guide for us? That alone isn't nearly enough to live on. He has to be out and about every day making money. What if he's got money saved up somewhere? Unlikely. And it's not like he got a steady source of income either. He's probably out there defrauding someone. And there's a damn good chance that's what happened to Ravenstein in the bathhouse. His cargo is likely the money she was carrying with her. So that's your conclusion? It makes the most sense. Still, that doesn't explain why Retona went missing. Maybe the two of them were kidnapped. Also unlikely. Retona is quite capable in combat, despite her looks. She's my guardian. To put it bluntly, those thugs and her crafters all over there would be no match for her. We just don't have enough information to work with to form any real theories. If we were being pessimists about this, there would be countless things that could have happened. Then I suppose cross-examination would be the easiest way to go about it. Cross-examination? But I've already asked around all the local town people. You're asking them the wrong way. You need to be a little rough with them. Eh? Well, enough of that. Observe. I'll show you the basics. Woohoo! Oh, Selphine, we're gonna see you kick some ass. Yeah! We're gonna get Retona back. What? Wait. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't dawdle, Zvite. We're dining and dashing. Get a move on. Oh no. The bill. I just realized Retona had all our money. Oh no. Eh? What was that face of yours? How sovereignly. We just walked out of there. Like it was nothing. Look confident and it'll be fine. No one even noticed. See? That's not the issue here. Let's pay them back when we meet up with Retona later. Far too naive for your own good. Isn't this natural? Dining and dashing is just good as stealing. Hagen, if you realized we didn't have any money, you should have let me know too. What if I did? If I told you we didn't have any money, what would you have done? Would you have had us gone find work, earn money, then eat? Well, Still, there should have been a better way to handle it. You seem to be having a misunderstanding here, Zvite. Eh? Listen now. What if, and I mean what if Ravenstein was kidnapped? The chances of finding her again safe are close to none. That would be a huge loss in our combat abilities. Oh, that one man. If he does anything, I'm going to... Our return to Rosenheim will be much more difficult. And our journey just begun. There isn't a loss greater than that. I'll only say this once, Zvite, so listen well. We don't have the luxury of constantly standing on a moral high ground. That is true. Sometimes you have to forgo the moral high ground. You lack a sense of urgency. In a situation like this, survival is of the utmost priority. But Reagan, I can sense an expression on Reagan's face. Uncertainty. Ever since her personality surfaced. It's the very first time I've seen it. From here on out, approach a situation with a kill or be killed mentality. But that expression lasted only for a split second. Anyone who isn't part of our group is an enemy. Bear that in mind. Constantly. Next moment, her expression returned to Reagan's usual fearless look. Come. First on list is that pharmacist. A sense of urgency? Oh, this is getting good, but the music is like, it just in the background. Oh, I gotta click. You two. Excuse us. That broad isn't with you today. Oh, you're so fucked. We have a few questions for you. Fuck you, old man. Fuck you. You'll be answering them for us now. This blondie here differed from before. Some boy by the name of Soul should have visited this shop the other day. Tell us everything you know about him. I don't like your tone, Missy. I've already told that blue-haired girl over there. He comes here once a month to get medicine. That's all I know. What kind of medicine? Just what kind of medicine is Soul taking? That's none of y'all business. Come on. If you're here just to ruffle my feathers, then get out. That's not happening. My retainer disappeared that day. Wait, what? My retainer disappeared the other day. That girl with us was the girl who was with us before, with the purple hair. Soul is the key to finding her whereabouts. You've got a really weird way of talking, huh? And I told you, I don't know a damn thing. Besides, you aren't even customers. Why should I help you, the likes of you out? Here's a lesson for you youngins. In the world of us adults, only money makes the world go around. If you got that thought through your thick skull, then get out of here. You'll fuck. A child lecturing me about adulthood. Hell must have frozen over. What are you? Shopkeep, let me ask you this. The worth of a human is determined by their actions in response to choices they are given. Doing what, where, and when, or if they do anything at all. How one reacts to another, or not at all. Of course, this is exceedingly difficult. Being able to think over each and every one of choices we make would be impossible. Therefore, it is vital that mankind makes mistakes while we are still young. This is so we can grasp the rhythm of how to live, avoiding these mistakes. Huh? What kind of nonsense are you mouthing off about now? What exactly is your reasoning behind treating the two girls in front of you as children? Is it because we look young, or are you just making light of us? Or is it because all you experience in your life have told you that this is the best course of action? Is this your mannerism? Reflect and answer. You haven't been making any sense for the past while now. I've got nothing to gain from talking to you two, so I'm telling you to get out. That's good enough reason for you? Very well. Let's change the subject. Do you have any pharmaceuticals to take my mind off things? Oh. I'll pay any price. Just show me any you find fascinating. What's gotten into you all of a sudden? You see, my retainer betrayed me and ran off. I'm looking for a drug that can distract my mind from that. If you're here to buy, you should have just said so. Wouldn't have been giving you the cold shoulder if you did. Let me see here. I got just the right thing for you two girls. Wait, Reagan's what are you? Quiet, Zavite. I gotta stop her. If she does something that could put Sally in harm's way, trying to escape reality with drugs, she must be delusioned. No. You see what she's gonna do. Rune, please, don't do anything and just watch. Here you go. Take a good look. This is a top of the line product here. Isn't this sediment? That's only what it looks like. They've been crackling down on these with their regulations, you see. If you unlock the signatures here, you can take a trip without anyone being the wiser. Oh, so what kind of hit does it have? This is an upper, and it's an all-arounder. Lets you hallucinate, and this is a downer. I've got all kinds. What are you looking for? Something that can help me relax would be good. I'd rather not think about things I don't want to do. Okay, then I recommend this. This is the strongest stuff in the world. It'll keep you in a trance for 2 or 3 days. Oh-ho! Suddenly. Oh! Wow! Star grabs the pharmacist by the back of the head. Wham! Bam! 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 Oh, I gotta be quiet. I can't be quiet. Oh my god! Holy shit! Holy shit! Woo! It's a screenshot. Wham! 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 Ah! he smashed it down on against the counter. No. Hang on 1 second. Okay. God damn, I just got told to keep it down. I can't keep it down. Reagan, what are you out of your mind? Then, walk. You piece of garbage, pushing drugs onto minors. You would go that low just to get your hands on more money. So she pressed the sediment stone against the pharmacist's neck. It's glowing. She must have unlocked the signature. The pharmacist's gaze clouds up before my eyes. Reagan! Well then, let's take a quick peek at what goes on inside his mind. Ah! Oh. Okay, I see now. Right? Let's go. Yes. I've got to know all we need to know. He's no use to us now. Wow. What have you done? All I did was gather information. Soul lives on the outskirts of the city. Did a mind drive. This person isn't silly at all. Reagan, when will Sully come back? Who knows? She should resurface as time goes by. I don't think I can go on with this journey with you, Reagan. But please bring Sully back. If you're serious about that, then look for Ravenstad like your life depends on it. Sylphine herself said she couldn't do anything on her own, so she called me, asking for help. As long as that white flag of hers is raised, that means she still acknowledges that she's given up on herself. Why? Why did you do all that? A mind drive won't work if both parties don't agree to freely share information, which means I had no choice but to force the information out of them. That doesn't mean you can just... Our unpleasant conversation would have just gone on if I hadn't done that. More importantly, we need to focus on the information. The drug only begun to take effect, so I couldn't access all of his memories, but I glanced at what we needed to know. Soul is as good as ours. We're going. Soul, you are solely fucked. From the city, we made our way inland. It took about an hour. It is pretty far away from the city, huh? The streets were more like labyrinth than the city. Had Reagan not taken the lead, I definitely would have gotten lost. What kind of fool would try to stir up ruckus in the heart of an enemy's lair? Ooh, uh-oh. After more, we walked into the better part of an hour, we came across a dilapidated house. No, shack would be a more appropriate term. Do people even live in the buildings here? Soul lives here? This place is so far removed from the city. This is the place. Excuse us now. Reagan, you can't just go in without knocking. Well, who is it? All of a sudden, I've entered Soul's house. We saw a little girl lying on the bed. She looks just like Soul. Soul's little twin sister. Mill, was it? Where's your brother? Do you have any business with him? You're rather composed considering the situation you're in. This girl, she's practically skin and bones. And a quick glance means that she clearly isn't in good health. May I ask, who are you two? What gives you the right to barge into someone's house? Answer me. Where is your brother? As Reagan approached the bed, The girl suddenly pulls a cord hidden behind the bed. Ah! No, Reagan! It's no use. I won't make it to her in time. Concentrate. High speed. 2,000 frames per second. A moment in compression. That's the world's slowest way to stand still. Rope. Oh! Uh-oh. There. In this end of the room. A crossbow! Does this girl plan to kill Reagan? Without a moment of hesitation. Return to normal processing. That's what that picture was from! Oh, I saw the trailer. I'm like, why is she holding the arrow? That was a close one. Reagan, please be more careful. There's a trap. If I'd noticed even a moment later, I probably wouldn't have made it. Even if I did see the bolt flying through the air. Well done, Zavite. You certainly proved yourself. No way! At that moment, her gaze shifts to whatever is behind us. Someone behind us. Ah! Get away from her! It'd be dangerous to let him lash out. I need to hold him down. Bam! Calm down, Soul. I said calm down. Soul! Don't you touch Soul. Don't you touch it. Let me go, damn it. Let me go. You get away from her. I can't scream because everyone's quiet, so get away from her. Finally, I see some genuine humanity in that face of yours, kid. What's with her? She's like a completely different person. So quickly loses strength. He must have been shocked, scared even, to see such a radical departure from the Selly he knows. Soul, please, don't struggle. Zavite, keep him pinned like that. Soul begins to try and shake me off again. Step back! Get away from Soul! We need to talk. 3 days ago, when you finished, my retainer disappeared as well. Some people say you two seem to have some sort of disagreement. What happened after that? Don't you lay a finger on my sister. If you want to talk, we can talk this outside. You stay away from her. Silence, you little brat. Do you still not understand? You're in no position to question me. As she spoke, Reagan grabbed the girl by the back of her collar as if she was holding a small animal. No, let me go! My body, what are you doing? No, stop! Let go! The girl resisted, only for a moment. And then... She stops all movement, as if someone switched her off. Her eyes slowly turn gray. Sudden mana shock? Mana isn't getting to her brain. Reagan, are you out of your mind? Why, you? I'll keep this quick, so listen up. I shut off her mana lines connecting to her brain. She won't last 5 minutes. Whether she lives or dies, that's all up to you now. Things have got so interesting. How much time do I have left? 7 minutes left. Or no, 8 minutes left. I only have one demand. Answer all my questions truthfully. If you understand, then nod. Your answer? Yes, I'll do it. I'll do anything. So just let her go. Please. Then I'll ask you again. 3 days ago, when you vanished, my retainer disappeared as well. The only one who clearly expressed his trust in you. Don't tell me you don't remember her. Where is she now? Tell me anything and everything you know, no matter how trivial. I want nothing but the truth. I stole money from her when she was in the bathhouse. All of it. But when I did, she was actually waiting to ambush me. So I ran. I ran to the market district. I ran and she chased me for a while until I got a dead end. But then she collapsed. Then this old guy called himself a genius appeared out of nowhere. What kind of absurd reacting is this? The old guy took her, the purple-haired girl. He just took her away. Preposterous. There isn't a shed of credibility in that story of yours. It's the truth. I swear. I'm not lying. I bet my life on it. Would you bet your sister's life on it too? I'm not lying. Alright, there we go. Reagan lets go of the girl's neck and lays her on the bed. As she does so, the color in her eyes return. Mill! Mill! Reagan! No, stay with me. Don't go. Eh? Stay here. Soul? Don't worry. She'll come to in about 5 minutes. More importantly, come here. I need to prove your testimony. What got into Soul all of a sudden? Soul, are you listening? Yes. Then hurry up. Time is of the essence. Reagan breaks the cinnamon stone in her hands as she speaks to Soul, and casually grabs Soul by the temples. Mind dive! And that kind of motion. A mind dive, I'm sure. Sorry for her to keep using Manacraft back to back like this. What are you... What the... That man... Rupika Garrus? You know him? What the hell? Eh? That fool! What's he doing in a place like this? Wait, what's going on? Yeah, that's what I want to know. What the hell is going on? Rupika Garrus. He was a doctor in Rosenheim, Sylphine's father, King Valor. He had him exiled from the kingdom. No! I knew he was bad. I knew he was bad. I knew he was bad. Oh, Retona. Eh? Oh, what's someone from Rosenheim doing all the way out here? As if I would know. He's been exiled for over 10 years now. I can't believe he's still in a place like this. I see. Do you think that I'd find him here? This is perfect. 2 birds with 1 stone. What? Let's go, Zavite. We're looking for... Sylphine, I swear to fucking God, if you do anything to Retona, if that guy does anything to Retona... Hey! Wait, will she be... I thought I told you, she'll regain consciousness in about 5 minutes. Stop being so gloomy and get a grip. So, what's with him all of a sudden? Was it just a shock that he got him down, or something else? Your sister has quite a weak mana circulation. I could tell just by the touch. She is seriously ill. Eh? You can tell? How do you know about Mill's sickness? I had a little peek into her memories of the pharmacist. That pharmacist you go to. No matter how much you eat, you won't be able to gain any nourishment if your body's mana flow is weak. You'll end up losing weight, experience malnutrition as you continue to grow older, eventually resulting in death. They call it the invisible noose. According to that pharmacist, she may be 3 or 4 years left. Well, of course, you of all people would know that. Alright, Zvite, time for us to go. Yeah. Wait. That Garrus guy, is he really a doctor? That he is. He's skilled in diagnosis and unparalleled in all of Rosenheim. No, in all the Alliance even. He's considered a genius, able to cure completely unknown diseases. There isn't a soul in my country who doesn't know about him. I'll help too, with looking for the lady with purple hair. Why? What are you up to? We've got no money left. Well, you want Garrus to give your sister an examination, eh? You don't trust what that pharmacist has to say, do you? 'Cause with what I make, the pharmacist is only one willing to take a look at my sister. Jumping at anything that serves your needs? How self-seeking. With all that happening, you're expected to just lend us your hand? Well, I don't like the enterprising attitude of yours. But please, let me come with you. I gotta have him look at Mill. I'll do anything. There's 2 issues here. 1. Just exactly what services can you offer? 2. Garrus is a fickle man. Don't think he's just an ordinary physician. He's quite far gone. He won't care to examine anyone but those who've caught his attention, no matter how much you beg or plead. He isn't going to capitulate anytime soon. I'll do something about the first one. I've got a hunch where you can find a whole bunch of doctors in the city, and I know someone in that bunch. What? I'll figure something out. Please, just get him to take a look at Mill. I'll do everything I can. I beg you, please, help Mill. Get an examination from him. Reagan, I'd like to ask you to help him too. This is just too much to bear. Boy, you said you had an idea where we can find Garius? Out with it then. What? Is this true? There's a medical facility deep inside Neocerasi? Is that why? Oh! Normal people can't get in. But there isn't any other place you can find a doctor in Port Cerasi. Soul, do you know what the place is called? I think I have an idea. Havers. Yep. Haver. I think it was Harry, or was it Haver? I think it was something like that. Haves! They're a company that came over from Cordon, I think. It's pretty rare for someone from the outer pole to come over here. Oh, Haves, you say? Zavite. They're your rival company, aren't they? Then maybe it's as Rudu says. They've gone and expanded here into the inner pole. Why? Well, at that time, why would they have a medical facility there, though? That's the last place I'd think I'd put one. Who knows? Rumor has it they're doing some special research into mana there, though. But I don't really know any details. All I know is that it's not the kind of place you normally go if you were sick. I see. That might explain the abundance of military police in that city as well. That it does. That it does. Yeah, I bet they're not really here to guard Neocerasi, but rather whatever's going on deep inside. Just what could be in that facility worth protecting? Needing even military police. I just got a horrible thought in my mind. Ratona's a royal guardian of Rosenhide. Excellent in mana. And they're studying mana. No. What if they're using her as some form of a guinea pig or something? No! Even military police as sentries. So you're telling me that Ravenstadt and Garius are in that facility? I can't say for sure, but if what he said about being a doctor was true, then it's almost guaranteed that he's there. I mean, there's really no other hospitals in Cerasi, so... What? No way! For a port town this large, Cerasi not to have any hospitals? That's unthinkable! We do have pharmacists. Some merchants even set up shops with pharmacists and stuff, but no real doctors. Healthcare isn't just getting the right medicine, Soul. What do you do if a special case that just can't be treated with medicine? I don't know. You don't know? Thanks to the Vista Stream, no one in Neocerasi really gets sick, so they don't really need doctors there. What about Port Cerasi? What did people there do? Get medicine from a pharmacist, I guess. No way. Just like when the lady in black tried to buy some. It didn't even look like he was trying to prescribe anything useful. Just trying to sell our most expensive drugs. We can't be sure since we really don't know anything about medicine. So we just have to buy whatever he sells. No way! That is extortion to the highest. Just what does Viscantia even continue to operate with a system like that? I don't really get it either. But there's something we can do. There's nothing we can do. It's not our fault not having enough money. If we want to live a good life, then we need to pay up for it. We don't want to get sick, then we have to save up money so we can live in Neocerasi. That's discrimination. Don't you think it's unfair? Sadly, Rune, life is unfair. What do you mean? That's what poor people deserve. It's their fault for being poor. How could you think that way? How? I really could care less how horribly fractured things going on in your country are right now. The issue at hand is whether or not Ravenstadt and Guru are really in that facility. Garius. It's Garius or Gary, I think it's Gary's, yeah, in that facility. You said that not just anyone can step foot inside. You have a way of sticking in, then. It's deep inside Neocerasi. There's nothing but water all around. The only way in is through the front door. Take us there, then. You sure? Even if you went there, they're not going to let you in. Well, what else would you have us do, then? Nothing's going to happen until we take action. Reagan? Try not to do anything too violent, okay? Enough whining, Zvite. This all depends on how they decide to welcome us. People who make a habit of kidnapping others don't have the right to put airs about themselves. Well, I suppose. There's this thing called a process 2 program. Process 2, straight to 2, not 1? Oh, you know about it? Yes. Process 2 is a drug referred... Process 2 is a drug further refined from Process 1. That's the poison Rune used when she was... Oh, wow! I can only imagine what's going on inside her head. Apparently, it creates a resistance to mana. Just a few years ago, they began the Process 2 program. P2P in that facility. Just recruited people to be so... No! Retona! No. Don't tell me you took part in those, Soul. I barely got any money from it. I was able to bless Manacraft as fast as a typical adult could. You can't just force your body to... Basically, a scientific recreation of Ophia. Ophia? All I know is that the name of some kind of ritual in a different country. Just, who are you two? Ophia? One of the kind exultant rituals a Manacraft can undergo during puberty. Ophia stimulates the mana workings inside one individual's body. It greatly increases their body output of purified mana. That's what Retona went through, or after they were talking about in Fault Sounds Independent. Any prosperous battlecrafter is certain to undergo this ritual, otherwise they would have major disadvantage in the speed at which they can bless Manacraft. But isn't that just going to cause them harm? It has been said that it depends on when they undergo the ritual. One inherits mana rhythm changes as one matures from child to adult. The most malleable and easy to shape during adolescence. During this period of instability, one can shape their mana production, nearly permanently increasing its output. This is the Orphea process. Undergo the process too early or too late, and your lifespan will be greatly shortened. Still, there were many who thought that it placed too much stress on the body and didn't undergo the ritual. Some people even based their relationships on whether or not their partner would undergo Ophia. What? Well then, what do you mean they wouldn't go out with someone if they didn't take an Ophia? The opposite. Those who thought Ophia shortened one's life refused to be with those who underwent the ritual. Suddenly a good deal of prospective battlecrafters hid their career plans, and the issue even gave rise to discrimination becoming quite a problem in our society. Before, when they didn't know the consequences of Orphea, people underwent the ritual when they turned 9. There was a theory that was why most people didn't live past 50 back then, although there isn't real proof. When they delayed the ritual adolescence, people's lifespan greatly increased. What a shame, Soul. You were premature just like them. About 15 or 20 years of your life have been lost. Looks like it. When they finished experiments, they told me the same thing. Soul spoke without any change in facial expression. What? How could you? How could you say something with a straight face? Is what I had wanted to say, but I couldn't. As I had thought as while speaking, I realized something. Soul is missing something. He isn't a slow boy. He should have realized the weight of the issue, but as if he hasn't even shocked by the truth at all. I'm sure it's something that doesn't even matter to him. As if even death doesn't faze him. I should be ending the episode, but I'm gonna wait till there's a cut. He's throwing his life away to take care of for a sister with not much of a future left. So you already knew. It's all in the past. There's nothing I can do now. What is this? Some unsightly facade you put up to hide your self-abandonment? Well, if you tell me not to pay heed to it, there's no problem. Anyway, go on. So what if you were part of this experiment? Those who were part of the experiment can go for periodic checkups. They don't pay though, so I've never gone. But I've asked about it, and they might let me in. I see. Good grief, this is getting unnecessarily complicated. Though, even if we wanted to go now, we couldn't make it today. Yes, seriously, it's a pretty long way from here. By the time we get there, the sun will probably have already set. We should leave first thing tomorrow morning. And just why should we wait? Night, mid-afternoon, does that time of day even matter? There's actually a lot of people who go to Neo-Cera City posing as prospectors to try and get into that facility. That's why there's so many guards, especially at night, where there are even more of them on patrol. We should go in there looking like regular prospectors, like before, in case anything happens. This is truly quite an inconvenience. Well then, we shall wait you at our inn. I expect to see you guiding us tomorrow morning, Soul. Much as I'd like to, we need to buy a pass to get into Neo-Cera City, or I can't go in without you. Ah, that's right. Not having any money to our name is really causing us some mobility issues. Well, that's not going to work now, is it? Do something about it. Do something? Just steal money from some fool like you did with Ravenstad. Reagan! Say, I thought the same when I first met you, but you don't really have a sense of value of money, do you? When I first went in, I only got a day's pay, but even that was super expensive. It's not the kind of money I usually make in a day. Then find a new way to make more money in a day. A new way? Figure that out yourself. If you can't do it, then just rob people. Reagan, please, enough with that. If we end up in the Peacekeeper sites, then it'll be even harder for us to move about. Peacekeepers? Well then, what do you propose? We just take our sweet time earning our wages as bar wenches? It's not like I want to do this either, but this is urgent. Necessary knows no laws. Well, I'll figure something out. I'll get the money. You may have quite some strength in you, but that doesn't initially translate to money. Soul, are there any jobs around here that need a whole lot of heavy lifting? The kind that any one person couldn't handle? Huh? What do you mean? Exactly as she says. Tell us of any work that would normally take 5 or 6 men to accomplish. You can at least do us that much, can't you? Soul's little sister spoken up. Mill! Soul, those two, they're... Don't worry, Mill. Don't worry. I see. Sorry to make you worry like that. Don't worry about me. You really going to lead those two in, though? Mill's glaring daggers at us. Oh, poor Rune. It's just a job. This is one job you shouldn't take on. If something ends up happening, this is going to be serious. Besides, she looks like a crafter. Hesitant, she glances at Reagan as she speaks. And that girl, her vision and tracking are impossibly good. Glare. She totally thinks I'm inhuman. Though I guess I am. Oh, Rune, you're human to me. I don't think you could escape from either of them. What's this now? You're just assuming we'll stab him in the back? Can't tell whether she's being serious or sadistic or sarcastic, but she's definitely quite an interesting girl. See, these girls, they know a doctor, and he's a pretty good one, too. What? I want to try and give him to get you a checkup. That's so. Okay. Wait, what? Does she have a lot of money or something? Still, a quick way to make a lot of money? A job that pays enough for a day's pass to Neo-Cera City for a half a day's work? I don't think there's one. No. There's meritocratic soil? People are always buying that up. Yeah, but Soul, you can't do that on your own. Yeah, I can't do it by myself. But you asked about a job with heavy lifting, right? One that needs 5 or 6 people worth of labor? Yes, I did. Not sure what you meant by that. I won't ask, but I'll trust your forfeit for it. It's safe work, and it pays well. But it does need a whole lot of manual labor. Is that so? If you could do 5 or 6 months worth of labor in a single day's pass, then you can earn more than enough money to buy a day's pass. Stop with the roundabout explanations and tell us what kind of job it entails. In Ceres, when someone dies, it's customary to fill their coffins with soil from Ceres. That soil fetches a pretty high price for buyers in Neo-Cera City. Soil, huh? They call it fertile soil of Ceres. I'm thinking of selling some to specialist dealers. Still, there's a specific amount they need, and they won't buy it unless you bring it to them. But it's soil, really heavy stuff, not something just one or two people can carry. Since you need a lot of manpower to bring it all, you have to spend a lot, and since pay is split among more people, it really doesn't work out. So what you're saying is, all I have to do is literally carry dirt around? Exactly. Oh, thank goodness. At least it's simply easy to do understanding job. Wait a minute. How far is Sarah's? Even if the pay is well, time is also a factor. I refuse work if it takes too long. Besides, why should you come with Neil Saracens anyways? You need to tell us where the facility is. Of course, I consider that too, but you really shouldn't. It's not like Neil Saracens at all. Surveillance around the place is really tight. They're going to catch and interrogate you, for sure. At worst, they might even confiscate your prospector passes. If that happens, then we might as well give up. There's no way of us getting into Neil Saracens anymore. Reagan, if we could get Sol to lead us there, I'll take care of the money. We can't afford any careless slip-ups here. We should stay with him. He knows some people in this facility, and way more about the country than either of us. Very well. I'll leave the matter of finance to you as well. Yes. You look rather surprised. Well, I didn't expect you to just go with what I said. Take it as a sign of my respect for your actions earlier. Actions? Catching the bolt, you mean? That I do. I told you before, I'm expecting great things from you. I won't repeat myself. Yes. Now then, Sol, explain to me what exactly this work entails. I want to have a clear idea. There's a place about 2 hours from here that stores fertile soil. We just have to carry that over to the plaza in Port Saracen. That's it. Sounds awfully easy. It's so close, too. I wonder why they pay so much for it. Basically, the terrain that's the problem. You can't take a carriage from Steris up to the storage facility. But there's a valley right after that, so you need to carry the stuff to Neil Saracen back on foot. There's a detour around it, too, but that takes more than a week to pass. The place we're going to is an emergency storehouse. Emergency? In Neil Saracen, when someone suddenly needs soil, they put in a request and pay 3 or 4 people a whole lot of money to bring some in. If you could do that job with just one person, then we'd be making several times what one person could make. That's only if you could do that job. Say, you're really, really sure you can do this? You know you're going down a route that even horses can't take if you need to rest. Then we won't be able to make it back home within the day. I'm totally A-okay. I'm actually more worried about you, Sol. You sure are confident. Of course I'm fine. I've been asked by traders to get the soil often, so I'm there. I'll lead the way. Okay then, let's go. Let's all Okay, let's all go. You know what they say, strike while the iron's hot. Huh? What nonsense are you mouthing off about now? I'm not going. What point is there in my accompanying you? Well, I suppose we left this job in your hands. Don't disappoint me. Well, I guess that's fine too. It'd be a problem if she got hurt. It takes 2 hours one way. You'll be carrying soil coming back, so let's say 3 hours. 5 hours back and forth. The sail will definitely set by then. If we don't take any breaks and go as fast as possible, we should be able to finish about half that time. Though the footing is pretty bad, rushing would be pretty dangerous. Oh, that's not a problem for me. Hey, Zavite, carry Sol on the way out. That'll make the journey even faster. Yes, I was just thinking the exact same thing. Hey, wait. Still, it may even be time for you to arrive in the city. Well, will the trader of yours still be open? They'll be buying soil anytime, 24 hours a day, so that's not a problem. But carrying me? Alright, we'll be right back. Sol, let's get going. Please, get on my back. Wait a minute here. You're gonna... Wait, what are you gonna do? Me? I'll be waiting right here. Relax. As long as you and Zavite come back here on time, then nothing until will happen to your little sister. Don't worry about me, Sol. Yes, during the mine dive earlier, I took delivery of ascertaining that you weren't lying and have a meaning into that. Now get going. Going. Time is of the essence. Okay, can I stop it now? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna stop it here. Save. Yeah, but this is too tall. And thank you for joining me on this video of Fault Milestone 2 Side Above. Oh boy. I'm really worried about Retona. Super duper worried. But yeah, this is too tall, so thank you for joining me. Stay safe. And have an awesome day.